Again, we need a mat. We need our space so that we can, here we go. Try that again. We need our space so that we can kind of stretch out and be comfortable, but you don't need too much space. You can do this where you are. If you have a little bit of living room space, move a chair, a sofa, move your coffee table out of the way, that's fine. That will be completely helpful to you. All right, so we have my Beachbody On Demand. This is the yoga studio. I'm going to go ahead and pull this down here so that you can see our mat also. All right, so we are a little bit cold in here right now. It's 36 degrees here in Florida this morning. I know some of you guys are a little bit more cold, but we will warm up soon. We've got our heater going on in the background. All right, so we're going to be in a seated position. We're going to start with breathing. In a comfortable seated position, up on your sits bones, back straight. Inhaling through our nose and exhaling through our mouth. As we're breathing, we're not just filling our chest, but our diaphragm. See if you can feel it here through your core. Now we're going to stretch through our upper back. And as we inhale, we're going to take our chest and open it up. And then in an exhale, rounding the back. Inhale, stretching that chest up. Exhale, round it out. 2 more. Inhale, stretch that neck up as well as through your back and your shoulders. Exhale. Do 1 more. There. All right, back to center. We're going to spinal twist. This is going to be beautiful. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take our seated position. Back is straight through our rib cage. We're going to take our right hand, place it behind us, and our left hand will go on our knee. You're going to take an inhale breath and then an exhale, twist gently. Gazing over that back shoulder. Inhale again. And then exhale, twist a little more. Again, inhale, twist, and exhale. All right, now up to the other side, seated straight, taking your left hand behind you, right hand on the knee. Inhale, up, twist, lengthening that spine. We're not leaning back, we're sitting up on our sits bones. Inhale. Exhale, release, stretch. Inhale, exhale, and then back to center. Now we're going to go ahead and stretch forward a little bit. So again, sitting on those sits bones, that means that our hip is kind of pressed forward and we're sitting grounded like you're planted. Now we're going to go ahead and take our elbows and the flats of our arms and leaning forward in an exhale. This is so good for the hips and the lower back. Inhale, exhale, release as much as you can through those hips. This should feel so good. If you can stretch your arms forward more. All right, exhale up. All right. Now, we're going to do another inhale, exhale. Coming to our hands and our knees now. Tabletop position. Your shoulders are in line with your wrists, knees with your hips. We have our pressure comes into the palm of our hand in this position, okay? You may feel some wrist tension if you don't yet have flexibility in your wrist. we're going to do some hip swinging through the tabletop. Releasing the tension through our hips. You can go side to side, whatever starts to feel like you're getting a release. Breathing in and exhaling. That core is engaged. Downward dog, pressing up into your toes, straightening those legs. Pressing our heels down into our mat, our fingers into our palms. Pressing into the floor flat, stretching up through that back. Exhale, and then back to tabletop. Okay, so now we're going to do something called thread the needle. We're going to raise the right arm, opening the chest up, and then exhale down and underneath the arm, stretch. Feels so good. Now you can take your left arm and hold it above your head. If you can keep this balance, you're relaxing into it. Inhale and release with the exhale. Inhale, release with the exhale. Inhale, release with the exhale. Good. All right, taking that left hand back, pressing our body up, back onto our right hand. Very good. All right, we're going to do the other arm. We're going to raise our left arm up in an alignment, inhaling. Exhale, release down, stretching through that shoulder. We're going to take our front arm ahead of us. We're relaxing our head and our neck. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. It should feel so good. All right. Back with that left, the right arm under, pressing up onto the left arm, back into tabletop. And then we're coming back into down dog. Pressing back into our heels. Oh, it feels so good through the lower back. Your head should be in between your arms, framed. Pressing our heels down. That should be a stretch through your hamstrings and your lower back. Feel your lips come back to your breath, in and out through your nose. Shift into your plank pose. All right, shifting to plank, coming down on our knees. I'm going to move my hands forward a little bit here. All right, and then we're going to come down in the chaturanga, and then a cobra. So a cobra is our thighs are still on the mat. Stretching that abdominal area, our core, neck in alignment, pressing back into child's pose now. Feels so good. Exhaling as we come back into that child's pose, pressing back. All right, so we're going to stay in the child's pose for a little while. Kind of, if you can allow your knees to spread out a little bit and sit on those heels as you come through in child's pose. Breathing in and deep inhale through the nose, deep exhale through the mouth. And go ahead and make your way over into your back. As you come to your back, draw your knees. All right, now we're going to come into a back position. So I'm going to lay this way so that you can see. I am on my back. My knees are to my chest. We're going to do something called happy baby. So I'm going to raise my feet up. They're flat. My knees are aligned. My legs are aligned with my body. I'm going to grab the inside, actually, or the outside, whichever's more comfortable. And we're just rocking back and forth. This sometimes helps to give me a little bit extra stretch. So if you can straighten them through to get some of that stretch wherever you need your stretch. Okay, sometimes it's through the hip flexors, sometimes it's through the hamstrings. Ah, that felt so good. So good. All right, coming back down, we're gonna place our feet flat together. Knees are pointed outward. This is reclining bound angle. Easy breath in. Exhale out. All right. When you're ready, go ahead and use your hands to help you bring your legs together. Rolling onto your right side, coming up into a seated, breathing position. Inhale. Exhale. All right, that was it. That was our quick lower back hip release. I needed that because we did an intense amount of cardio work this week. We did a lot of butt work, glute work, hamstring work through the Little Obsessed programs, and we definitely gained a lot of muscle that needed to be released here. So today is active recovery day. This is a little bit of the yoga. I'm going to go ahead and do another session. Rob's going to run to the grocery store before we head off to church. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope that you do get to experience the benefit of our wonderful yoga programs. And again, if you want to access the full series of Beachbody On Demand, we have the yoga studio, and it is an amazing opportunity to bring yoga into your own home, into your own families, and enjoy it here in the comfort of where you are, and then join us virtually doing this together. So thank you so much for joining me. Message me if you have any questions or if you want to learn more about how you can get yoga into your house, and how you can bring it wherever you are on your on-demand app. And I love to share more. Thanks. Talk to you guys soon.